replace her in the group. And,
I ain't gonna say how I was watching
it was good.
it. Nah, it was real good. But you know, I be watching like interviews all the time. It was just one of them.
That's what I'm
Shut my
saying.
mouth. So I can say what I want to say. You feel what I'm
People was
saying?
hoping Bel Air stays on.
Check.
That's what happened with Will Smith. They hoping Bel Air stays. They gonna cancel it. People hoping they don't.
For realness.
They was trying to get somebody else to buy it. That's why. Take Will Smith's name off. So he ain't gonna sell that.
Oh, they trying to get because he's smacking people?
But he lost a lot of money behind. He losing money behind
Man,
that.
Bruce
smack.
Lee been smacking people for a whole career, man. What they talking
Yeah,
about?
no,
Man?
they trying to take Will down.
Yeah.
Get an example out of him.
But Hulk Hogan can fight. Both of them was little fake slaps. They too sensitive out there, bitch.
Chris Rock making money too.
He funny with it.
Everywhere he go, people waiting on him to talk about it.
Cause he's getting bullied and he makes it funny.
He make it, yeah.
It's all about the joke. It's all about the joke. It's all about the smoke. Shout out to all my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards N Baldheads. Your host Fat Lace. We got them things they set up tonight.
No, I don't think these things.
They might not be set up tonight, but I like the way we play. My elbow hurt. I got the Soul Survivor Barry in the building.
Yo, we back again another week.
Shout out to Cousin D. Shout out to True Lies. Shout out to DJ Punchy. Shout out to T. Shout out to the whole family. Yo, B, I'm going to tell you. I did not think I was going to make... First of all, people don't care about if you hurting or what's going on in your life.
No,
You're here to entertain.
you got a job to do.
You got a job to do. They don't care about if you got a boo-boo. If you lost your boo-boo, they don't care. They really don't.
Nah, I don't.
You got a job to do. So I'm like, what I sound like, yo, my elbow really hurting, and I'm calling out. Use your other elbow. You know, so I got the love as well for him, if y'all ain't know. But now I am in some pain, but yo, it's whatever, We here though.
Word.
He not here though. Rest in peace.
Mr. Samuels.
Mr. Sanders.
Hate him, I love him. He made an impact. He left a mark because he made himself relevant, good or bad.
Yo, they be talking like you can't talk how you talk no more. Like you can't say no jokes anymore. You can't say nothing no more. Everybody's sensitive. We grew up when you're hiking on each other. Why is everybody so sensitive? Y'all need to laugh. Yo, he said he was black and ugly as ever. However,
Nah, I've always found it interesting how people could put so much emotions and invest so much feelings into what one person's opinion is of people. I don't know if it was people hating him or the fact that they found out that a lot of people thought the same way he did.
truth hurts.
So I don't know which one it is. Is
True.
it that you don't like him, or you don't like the fact that you found out a lot of people thought the same way he did?
I'm going to go with B for 200. Soul Survivor.
Right,
They did not like hearing that. Not from
Right.
a man who looks like
right.
he has money. He's not really sounding reckless when he's speaking. Super smooth.
You know what I found amazing? He's a guy that most women that I think would look at him and say he's just a regular looking guy.
Ooh.
But
Talk about it.
But because of who he is, his status of a person, I don't know if they thought he looked any more handsome or not.
High volume man. Man. That's what he talks
and
about.
it's crazy because I gotta really go back and I don't think he ever called himself one.
He knew he was one.
He just never said he was one of them. He just said what he knows that people that's in his realm circle are talking about. So when he displayed what they're saying behind closed doors to women who want to get behind that curtain and letting them know whether or not they got a shot. and they didn't want to hear that. Basically, he was saying is date on your level, and people don't know what their levels are.
They don't, because it is levels.
But you can't tell people that, because people are going to say, I can get what I want. You can't tell me who's going to love me. You can't say just because I don't have this or that, or just because I'm not this way, that way, I can't get who I want. And he's saying, realistically, it's not going to happen.
It's
not going to happen.
The chances are, it's not going to happen.
Right.
It's not going to last.
It might happen, but it might not be sustainable.
Exactly.
It'll probably be more superficial than anything.
They got married, what? This one got married, Faith. Shout out to Faith, Jersey, you know.
Faith.
But Faith got married, what, in 7 days with Big?
Something crazy, like for a few weeks.
Few weeks or something like that. They went on tour with my man Stevie. When they, yo, it was cool for what it was cool for. But sometimes it ain't gonna last. It ain't the one for you.
None of them to marry now.
No.
Nope.
Y'all really don't even want them to stay married anyway. Like, people be acting like,
no, when Stevie J got with Faith, people were just counting down.
That's it. People love the idea of love, the idea of relationship. They don't really care.
So they're not together no more. So I guess people figured it wasn't gonna last. Didn't they have a kid though?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Don't let me throw that out. I don't want them. You know, people act like they care. They really just want to hate if you showing it too much. Yo, shout out to my little big brother, Brian.
Man, yeah, he's one of the few.
Top in his game.
One of the few that you could say never had any outside noise.
None of it.
None.
And they don't talk about her.
You haven't heard a word.
Negative.
It took a long time for people to even really pay her any attention. She slowly but surely started to show herself.
She supported the top NBA players.
Stayed in the back, too.
Ooh, played a part?
Nah, I ain't gonna say played a part. I think she just stayed in the back. She didn't need to be seen. I think she wanted to not be known.
But you have to be seen. That's real love. Nah. When you want to be seen, you got to be on IG. You got to be all in the videos dancing. That's what you got to do. That's real love. We got a real love couple on the side. I got the General. I got DJ Sandy B over there. They said they not going to join us, but it's cool. That's real love over there. But now we over here, though. You know what y'all say? Yeah. Got a seat right over there. What you saying?
Oh, the mic's mic right there.
So it is right there, right?
Yeah, two of them.
Nah, they ain't gonna do it. They rather us talk about, this superficial love, like, what's this one? Stevie J. Faith.
He said he loved
Kanye, Kim, some stuff like that. You know what I mean?
He said he loved her. He said he loved her and everything.
I love her. Yo, he said, General, I think they couldn't hear you on that mic. It's a mic right over there. It's real hot too. They said he didn't know how to act right. Mm-hmm. Did she know how to act right? Do we even like what's acting right, or do we like wrong? Cause
Faith had a bad rap with the Tupac thing.
How is her name Faith and she is not faithful? I'm just.
Oh man.
This is the only problem I think some people have with Faith. Yo, if you cheat, you cheat. If you a play, you a play. If you do what you do.
She said her and Pac ain't do nothing.
I just don't like when they don't own it.
Said they were just friends. That's what she said.
I didn't even know I was coming to the studio to record a track. I knew they was friends.
We just took a picture.
It's
Bub.
He just felt my booty.
Now you gonna take a picture with the guy you know ain't friends with your man. No, we ain't friends. You know I ain't friends with this dude. You gonna take a picture with him.
I didn't even know. I came there for work. I was already.
Now, if you didn't pose for the picture, somebody caught you sitting on his lap. It's either one of the two. Either you pose for that picture or somebody just happened to snap a picture.
And I ain't mad at her. Just own it. He tried to tell the truth. To y'all. They just don't like his delivery.
Try to see the room flow.
But hold up. Why don't they like what he says? But some people love what he says. My man Luke. Uncle Luke.
Luke is out front with it.
Out front. And they respect when Luke, as nasty as he wants to be doing something, it's a lot of women who are attracted to that man.
Yes. I've noticed, women like the other end of the spectrum.
They're attracted to the person who don't care.
Yeah.
who really doesn't. You know what I mean?
It's always like I can be the one to crack the code.
Yo, that part right there. Is that what it is? The challenge? Like I could change them?
I don't know. I don't know because.
Or do they just want to be in the roster?
I can't speak on that side because they've been told over and over they can't. So the fact that they still doing it, maybe they are.
The challenge. Man, we love that challenge. Women want that challenge too, especially when you that dude. They want that challenge.
I don't know. Too many men that try to check. Like if they marry a woman, they know they've been promiscuous all her life.
You get a point for promiscuous.
Do you really get with her and think you stopping her?
Some people do. Because we're married now, B. We're married.
I never from a male perspective, I just never felt that could be the case. That's why I never kind of wanted to know so much information. Because I don't know if my mind's going to let me think you could turn it off.
I'm not the type to ask how many.
No. I don't want to know those type of things. I'm just saying. I just don't know. I guess you could turn if you get to a certain age, but I just don't think so. Unless you just change totally who you are.
What I've seen.
Yes, you can.
You just commit and be honest enough with me. That's all, honest enough. Is that too much to ask for? Because I mean, I know when I was dishonest, when I was getting busy, you know, one of my runs out there in the streets, and I'm running with another person getting busy, cheating on they dude, and it's no honor amongst thieves. But you think both thieves are telling the truth. I don't even like you no more. I don't even like her. We good. I'm out here. You know what I mean? And then you lose your thievery.
Yeah.
You start trying to be a good Christian, a good old Catholic, Christian mingles, all that stuff. But you was that one when you was rolling with the 213. That's when you're more attractive. When you was rolling with the 213, not even just when you was rolling with the 213, because when he speaks of high value men, women like the guys who put in that extra work, who make themselves special. They're not ordinary. And I want all these people to listen to it. All the guys to listen to this. Because like, he just, no, these people aren't just up. When we spoke about last week, B, we talking about football. And we talking about the athletes. Mm-hmm. It's like, some of these dudes, now 12 man, sometimes they be a geek. Yeah. They be corny. But what makes these people special, they did sacrifice and do something extraordinary to make people more attracted to them. But it is how it is. But then some people just got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a difference. I just want those people to know out there. Like, stop hating. And women, stop acting like
I was saying before, like you know how many shows and movies and songs are dedicated to
Boomerang,
to bashing men.
Too many.
And we don't hate the people that do it. I don't hate these shows and these movies and that. I just look at it because it applies to a lot of men. I might even know some personally, but I don't take it personally because I know it doesn't apply to me.
It's too much hate.
So that's why I can't understand why people invested so much emotions into one guy's opinion. Or is it because he brought out the fact that he wasn't the only one that thought that way?
Absolutely, he wasn't the only one that thought that way. So
I think that's more, and you can't blame him for other people feeling the same way he felt.
He didn't fit the role. That's what it is. He didn't fit the role of being unapologetic with his truth. We look at him.
That's what you saying is funny though, because at the same time, a woman could easily came back at him and been like, "You ain't so and so and so and so," and it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered because
he good.
Right.
He good.
A woman could have said, "Oh, you ain't that hot. You ain't did that." And he would have been like, I know what I am. And that I think his supreme confidence was too much.
Supreme confidence.
It was. He was over. He was like, I don't even know if there's such thing as being overconfident.
It's not.
It's
not. Everybody listen. There's no such thing as being overconfident.
He was confident.
Too many people.
He was confident in the fact it made people uncomfortable. Because it did. Because no matter what you wanted to say about him, you knew he did not care. He didn't care. He wasn't gonna hurt his feelings, and if it did, he wasn't gonna let you know. And it's hard to insult somebody who doesn't care.
It's that's one. That's one B. And it's hard. It's hard to be around somebody who you know they that one.
Right.
You know they that dude.
He don't really care.
So it's like coming from you. If you don't take your little insecure self away from me just because you are looking in the mirror and not loving you.
And he never said he could get any woman he wanted. He didn't come across like I could get any woman I want. I don't think he felt that way. He was just telling people what they couldn't do.
Yo, it's a lot of women out there. And it's a lot of people out here.
But he was trolling. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
a little bit.
Yeah, I think he trolled a lot. And it was, but at the same time, to me, I found it funny because, like I said, we've been on the opposite end of this spectrum so many times.
How many ugly dudes we done seen with women who we think are beautiful physically, not knowing they issues or whatever, but it's like, yo, he just shot a shot. He had the confidence to do it. That's it.
We hear women say, I'm not dating a guy because he doesn't make this much money, or his skin tone is this way, or he's not that height, or this, whatever. We've been hearing this.
Light-skinned.
We've been hearing this for so long. You rarely heard a guy come on and say, you're not going to get a guy because you weigh this, or you don't make this, or you have this many kids. We never heard a person speak on that.
Only people we hear speaking on that, or who speak that raw like that, usually the people will be gay dudes. And the fact that they're not scared to tell their truth.
It's either gay dudes, or you might get it in a nicer way from a political leader, like a community leader, I should say, like a Farrakhan. Farrakhan might say something every now and then.
But they lying at the time.
Women.
They got I can't say nothing. I don't want no problems with the Farrakhan.
I'm just saying.
If somebody just came home, might hurt. You know what I mean?
They'll say something sometime about what they think black women should do.
Nah. Some of them do, and they're not afraid to do that.
Right, they're not.
My homegirl used to be going live with Cam all the time, West Coast Cam, and he's not scared to say what he wants. There's too many dudes out here, too many men scared to be men, scared to say how they feel. So now they gotta shrink themselves because they've been trained so much. Like, you can't say this. Women want you to grab their butt sometimes if they feeling you.
Yeah.
If they're feeling you, sometimes they want you to say what's exactly on your mind, and it sounds much better when you're saying it raw. When you're saying it fly. But when you say, excuse me, can I hold your hand? Can I take you? Yo, they don't like the unconfident dude. It's corny.
I think that's always been the thing. Women rather you be willing to get turned down. I think that is dudes. I think a lot of women like the fact that you're willing to lose. You took a gamble, even if she likes you or not. The fact that you were willing to walk up to her, and even if you wasn't annoying with it, you just walked up, took your shot, she shot you down. You might walk away. You never know.
One of the best ones is when you're chilling with them and you're not shooting your shot. And they're like, well, why isn't he trying to holler at me? Yeah. Do you see all of this? Why is he not trying to holler at me? And you just cool.
I've seen situations where a female was approached and the guy didn't have, she kind of shot his shot, and the young lady was like, oh, thank you. He was like, all right, I ain't want to harass you or nothing. I just wanted to tell you look nice.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. He's walking away. Young lady like, so you didn't want, you that's it? So now, dude, now what?
Now what?
See? That's, he shot his shot. Kinda.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, he gave her a compliment. Walked away.
Gentlemen, make sure y'all compliment him out there. You never know what you're gonna get out of a compliment.
You never know. If you out there, you single man, you see a nice young lady you like, and you want to give her a compliment without being a creep about it.
That's the part. That's the part right there.
If you can
The
just
creep
say
part.
something nice without being a creep about it, you never know.
That part right there. You better have a good punchline if you're gonna be a creep. You know what I'm saying? Like, laughter gets you further. Laughter will get you further. You know, or sometimes it could be so bold. They're like, what? He just said. You know what I'm saying?
So, I've always known. This is why watching movies that comedy approach seems to win.
But right now,
Every time.
funny is not in. Everyone's too sensitive. Can't be funny no more. Can't be funny no more. You can't talk about. First of all,
No, you think funny gonna make you goofy now?
no, funny is gonna make you get banned. They're gonna start marching. You know, especially we can't talk about our queens, our sisters. First of all, I want to say shout out to our queens on the other side, which not pertaining to y'all. The fact that we have to even make disclaimers. No one made Snoop so big, NWA so big, Luke so big. Who's another one? What's his favorite word? Why y'all want to sound like Short?
Short dog. Yeah.
Because it was really women like that.
Easy.
Easy. It was really women like that. Them NWA pool parties. Y'all can go on YouTube. Who hitting this one off, doing sexual acts and doing whatever they do.
Luke had
Nothing wrong with it.
people having sex on stage.
Trisexual, but he didn't have a gun to the head of these women of color.
No.
We honestly didn't look at them like it was a bad thing. It's just what they chose to do, what they wanted to do. But they start splitting it up with saying, how dare he talk about these black women? How dare he do? I'm like, yo, you got some women like this. You got some women exploiting them. Yeah, you get a point for exploiting.
Like,
and I hate that word. I'm like
they were being forced or they were not getting paid.
As if they ain't like you.
I'm just saying, a lot of times they were getting paid.
They were getting paid.
Yes. So how I'm exploiting you if you're a willing person getting paid for it?
And why they act like we ain't like looking at it? We do. It turns us on. It turns the men on. It turns the women on. It's some women who will see the Luke women, and they might not do it what they do to that extreme, but when they go home,
It's crazy how you talking that extreme, and that was back then.
that was back then. Shout out to Luke.
Like he did what he did back then is more than what you are seeing today, though.
I think these women are beautiful.
Like, yeah, I mean, like you don't see covers like that anymore.
You don't.
Like, I think R. Kelly was the last one to have a cover of something like that, where he was laying in the bed and it was like women laying all around him.
Why they had to be hoes?
I think it was called Laundry. What was it called? Black Laundry? I don't know what it was called. It was an album cover though. He was in the bed and it would look like it had at least, I would say, 15 women all laying around him in the bed. But
Were they of age? That's all we want to worry about when it comes to him right there.
probably because they were professionals taking the picture, yeah.
And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, I don't like the fact how we shame the women who want to dress in they thongs, who want to dress with the bikinis and all. If that's what they want to do, let them do what they
I'm
do.
sure all those women were some women that were working at a strip club at the time. I'm pretty sure I would probably put money on it, and that because that's Florida. You know anything
Sure
about
did.
the Florida culture? Women in bathing suits is nothing. They walk around like that. Like really, you in South Beach, and you in that area, they walk around in the stores in the grocery store with bathing suits on. I never seen anything like it until I went down there.
Is it more than just one size of a woman?
No, everybody. That's just how they are. They're walking around like that. Like I didn't know I could walk in the store with no shirt on down. I could walk in the store with no shirt on down in Florida. You can't do that here. No shirt, no
Who's
service.
angrier?
You know, up here, no shirt, no suit,
We're
no
angry
service.
up here.
Yeah. So I walk in. I actually just walked into the liquor store without a shirt on purpose, just because I just wanted to experience.
What was you getting? What was you getting with no shirt? Was it Alizé?
No, I bet we got some Belvedere. Nasty shit. Trying to be cool. That shit was terrible.
Belvy was definitely
that shit
whack.
was nasty, man.
Definitely nasty
It
vodka.
was horrible.
Definitely nasty vodka. but yo, when you go down to Miami, you have a lot of what was it? It's Hispanic. You got the Cubans. You got the Haitians. You got everything in
We was
between.
out there for that was spring. What was that?
Daytona?
No, that was Labor Day weekend.
I love those days.
That was so it was a bunch of Negroes down there.
I love those days. I hate the fact that everyone is so sensitive and everybody's just bashing. It's more shaming going on now than ever.
I mean, you down there. I don't really think I can't. You're not paying attention to what you don't like. It's so much going on. You're not focusing on what something that's not attractive to you. I don't think you can focus on something that I can't even remember if I saw anything I didn't like because I didn't pay attention to it.
Pen is ready. Winter fresh on deck.
That's before cell phones. No, it's not. It's right on the cusp.
It was right on the.
I had a cell phone. I did. 'Cause I was working for Nextel, so I had a cell phone.
You had that chirp?
Yeah, working for them. Yeah, my whole family. I had like 5 of them.
It wasn't nothing like that chirp though.
Yeah, we couldn't use them out of certain range, but yeah, that was when they first came out. You could only chirp your people on your own service.
I did not have a cell phone. I didn't want to get
That's
caught.
when Nokia first came out.
Little
Nokia
hard
was
joint.
out. The Omni Points was already out. And those little, it was like the Ericssons was out.
Ericsson.
Stuff like that was out, but
everything that
if you
ruins
out of
relationships
state,
now.
You went out of state, your phone might not work, depending on what service you had.
On purpose.
It just the cell phones wasn't. They was developing. That was back. We talking 2000.
I didn't want no phone back
like
then.
2000. Yeah, 2000.
I didn't want a phone back then. I did not want to be traced. My boy Gleam, when we was on them OT trips, one of my guys had one.
Mm-hmm.
One of my guys had one. I kept a calling card on.
I don't think I don't remember even using the phone down there once. I can't remember.
I definitely did use the phone.
I don't remember really using my cell phone down there.
Remember getting them numbers though.
What we did was we could change like the employees. We could change our service to Florida. For my next time, we knew we were going to Florida. Mm-hmm. We could tap into the satellites down there and have our phones connect when we got there.
Hold up, you get a point just for tapping the satellites.
Yeah, it's called the DAP system. DAP.
You said the DAP?
Yeah.
I like that right there. I like that right there.
Tap into the DAP.
Tap into the DAP. Tap into the high volume man, Soul Survivor Barry in the building. Yeah. Barry, one of the things they were saying, it was like asking Kevin Samuels, rest in peace once again. I like the way he was coaching a lot of these women out here, coaching a lot of these men, instilling confidence, giving up some game without sounding like Steve Harvey. I guess they said that's an easy way. You say think like a man. That's not harming anybody.
Steve Harvey.
You gotta think. You gotta use words like that.
But Steve Harvey gave them false information. Because no matter what they do, how can you think like a man? How?
Give him the remote. Watch ESPN.
I'm saying, that's like me telling me to think like a woman. How? How can I think like a woman?
Put the toilet seat down.
I can't do it.
You gotta put the toilet seat down.
Thinking like a woman is deeper than knowing what they want us to do and what they don't want us to do. That's surface. We know the basics, but I can't. Most time a woman is not telling. They're like the riddlers. What they're saying is not
Super's
really,
not like that though. She is not happily married woman.
But see, you could once you figure out the riddle, then y'all in love, because once you know what she really means.
Yo, that's
behind
what
she's actually saying.
You be like,
then you figure the riddle out. You're like, okay, she might say, all right, nah, she don't want. She's good, but I know she's not good.
But you should know that when she said no, she meant yes.
Right.
When she
You're
said
supposed to know, and once you get to that point where you do know, then you got it. But it takes people. Some people can never figure it out. Some people it takes a long time.
Because we think literal sometimes, like because when you said this and that, I'm like that wasn't me.
No, but see, but then sometimes when we say it, we know in the back of our mind that we might even contemplate it. Like, does she really mean it? And we might go with our selfish gut. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call her on face value. Knowing I know what she really means. I'm still gonna say, you know what? But you said I could go, knowing damn well she didn't want you to go, and you went anyway. knowing she didn't want you to go, but you gonna say, you know what? You said I could go. But
like, I just wanted to do what you told me to do. I wanted to give you space. Y'all can use that one out there.
But as long as you know what she really meant, then you halfway there.
It's one thing that they always mean. Only one thing I know that they always mean. When she says she hungry, she hungry. They're never not hungry and say that they're hungry. Like, that's the I've been in.
They be mad as hell. Eat your food though. Oh yeah, they're gonna eat your food. Be mad as ever. They eat your food in silence. They're gonna eat your food.
I done had some tough ones. I done had
all said and done. What we eating?
The quickest way to get some type of way to start, reading the room, start feeling the temperature. You hungry? There's not too many women that's gonna be out there and say no.
And then you know the selection.
We're going Red Lobsters.
The selection gonna be expensive. For no reason.
Yo, you better find out what they really like. Like, that's cool. My Jersey people, Jose Tejas. My Brooklyn people, C. Some people are Fridays people though. Some people are sizzling chicken and shrimp. They go with that. That's like 5-star for some.
Hey, you like what you like.
You like what you like. Some people, Italian cheeseburger, salt, pepper, ketchup, grape soda. You know what I mean? They're good with that. Get them what they like.
Like the chicken gyros.
Ooh, that's when they get sophisticated. Extra white sauce. Like when it's over the rice though, chicken and lamb.
Chicken over rice.
Chicken, that's when they get sophisticated.
It's the chicken shacks.
So I like a chicken shack woman.
Ain't nothing wrong with chicken.
Come with a sweet
woman.
potato pie. They good. I like them.
Chicken shack woman is got there. Yeah.
They might want some Newports. You never know. Whatever they into.
I think it would be really difficult for me personally to be with a woman that refuses the chicken shack.
Ooh. Like she's looking down on you?
Yeah. Come on. I'm not saying this not what we doing.
I don't know. That's a breaker.
This ain't every night, but come on.
That's a breaker. If she said, I never had that in my life. I never had that in my life.
No. What? We coming from the spot at 2-3 in the morning. And we can't stop at the chicken shack in no town.
She's staying in the car. We know you staying in the car.
Every town.
I'ma hop out.
Every town got a chicken shack. You can't stop at not one of them. If the menus is in the window,
she won't go to the diner.
If the menu in the window, it might be good.
You know it's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be good.
Late night.
You know it's gonna be good. I don't feel like going to the diner. I want to get back to the crib, eat this in the crib, and do what we do. I don't feel like waiting for my order.
Somebody trying to sit down at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Lost all the momentum. You stay in the car. The radio's still playing. Keep the vibe going.
Go grab the wraps.
Yeah.
We get the crib.
Y'all know what we talk about. Shout out to everybody on checking. I'm out on my phone, and I'll be scared to press these buttons.
Yeah.
But y'all know who y'all talking about. Shout out to everybody on there.
Unless you gonna take it back to the crib and whip something up right quick. Why roll up?
Yo, it's a nice little sandwich. We like cold cuts. Keep some cold cuts and look, we like a turkey sandwich. Your bread could be square.
I like tuna fish.
You see? We're not that hard.
Easy stuff.
Easy stuff. Cereal. The Frosted Flakes be hitting sometimes. Until you get
crunch.
Ooh.
Do the job.
Ooh. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all ain't never been in love.
I take an egg sandwich.
Fried, scrambled.
On the low. As long as the bread good, we good.
Yo, if your corners is too hard, don't be trying to peel the little green. Look, y'all know when your corners are too hard. Y'all know when it's been on top of the refrigerator too long. Hold on. Question: can you keep the bread on top of the refrigerator, or does it have to be inside a bread box or inside the fridge?
I'm learning on top of the refrigerator is not good.
I heard that, but it be warm though.
It makes them stale.
Y'all better keep fresh bread.
But it seems like on top of the refrigerator, it goes stale fast.
Now, what about when it's inside the refrigerator?
I don't like mine in the refrigerator, but I know a lot of people that do it.
I don't want no cold bread. We got the cold cuts. You put the cold cuts on the warm bread.
The thing I like about the cold bread, you got to keep it in the fridge. Once you take it out, then it gets that moisture on it, and the bread gets soggy.
Yo, we don't want that. Ladies, pay attention.
Like you said, I mean, leave it out. Shit.
Just leave it out. And put it back on top of the fridge and just get some new bread.
Leave it on the side, the counter.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you gotta do.
Bread box. I haven't seen a bread box in a long time.
Yo. Operate like a dime. Shout out to my boy Syfe, man. He talk about the stuff that we like, the simplicity.
Yes. Syfe, man.
Syfe, man. You know when he was, yes, man. Got deluxe edition.
Check that out, y'all.
OLD.
Check that out.
It's out. Get it. He talking, the way he got like the Biggie theme. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to my people in Brooklyn. Shout out to my brother Bobby. Shout out to Beyonce. Such talented people. The Ivet team, the Tino's team. You know my motto, right?
Yo, I got something coming.
You got something cooking?
Yeah, cooking it up.
Yo, when
in a minute.
B.
Two things. I told you about the first thing, but second thing,
what I learned.
Stories to tell. That's all I'm gonna say. I got stories to tell.
What I learned, B, no matter what stage you're on, whether it be national TV, YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
When you apply yourself and put in that work, like how we put in this work with Beards N Baldheads, they start people, not just the women, is every people.
Yeah.
They start being more attractive. When Kevin Samuels talk about high value men, I swear I'm not saying it right, but it's us. It's some of y'all who want to check in. What do you have to offer? What do you have to offer to other people? When your conversation changes from what kind of work you've been putting in, I don't care if you're a trainer, if you're a pastor, what do you have to offer? MC or an entertainer, what do you have to offer? And when you got something to offer, they become.
I think a lot of times, even with Kevin Samuels, it seemed to me that he was talking to the women that were targeting men that had a lot of money. It didn't seem to me that he was talking about women that were out, just out to date, a quote unquote, working man. To me, it seemed like he was going more at the women that were considering trying to date guys that were famous or had lots of money.
I know one thing he was saying. He was like, I'm gonna take the athletes and entertainers out of it. Right?
He did say that.
He said, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the athletes, entertainers out of it.
Mm-hmm.
He said he got one at home. He ain't even checking for y'all ladies out there. But it is. They said the 6-figure is like that salary that women want, right? But Kevin Samuels, I think he was like a some type of engineer major.
He was
one of them engineers, something I would get a point off, but I don't feel like putting on them syllables together. He was one of them. When he was supposed to graduate, get the internship, he was going to make 6 figures.
Right.
But them ladies, when they see him and he gets a bottle of Belvy in the club,
right,
and he's looking like this, and then this walks in.
Right.
Look at Snoop. Look at the way Snoop is looking at Kevin Samuels right here. Mm-hmm. Like, man, this little geek right. But he has the money. He got the 6 figures. Nate Dogg, rest in peace, still ain't get his royalty check.
Right, but suits to a lot of females. Maybe I'm not gonna say to the ones that know. I'm just saying like a lot of, I would say, ones that looking for a certain type of man. They might look at your suit as intimidating. To be honest with you,
could be intimidating.
Intimidating, like, oh, that's not the type of guy. You'd be surprised what kind of women say that's not the type of guy that would want them, because they're not looking at that type of guy, so they automatically assume he's not looking at her.
I feel dope when I got a suit on.
Because, like I said, suits wasn't considered cool.
Hold up, B.
Until recently.
But B, we're talking about fashion.
I'm just saying,
it was certain times when we talk about.
We're talking about back in the day. Yeah.
Let's talk about 1989 when B came through with the Gucci suit.
Yes.
I'm in elementary school at the time. I had my little Marshall special, my little vest and little thing, with my little wingtips with the silver joints.
Oh, that I was definitely even when I wore my suit, it was
New Jack City era.
The situation wasn't the norm. I was still stepping out.
And they thought you were that dude.
No, it was a few of us, but yeah, wearing a suit to school, yeah, it was still a little bit extravagant. Like, wow, this guy wearing a suit.
But
we did it.
But this,
you know.
But that's you. That's the soul survivor.
But now
he don't look like a soul survivor.
No, I mean, you see him, you think he's a regular old businessman. Probably guy got a nice job, whatever, wearing a suit to work.
Are they looking at him like he's a lame?
A regular dude. That's it.
And they don't want regular. They want
a regular
extraordinary.
Because even that's a nice suit, he doesn't exude money. Mm-hmm. Now I don't know what kind of car he's driving. Maybe that would change the game.
He's in the club at this point. So now
if you see him in the club with a suit on, how many women you know really depend on what club you are, paying attention to the guy that's wearing the suit? Unless everybody's wearing a suit.
Unless it's that era.
Yes.
Unless it's that era.
Or that type of might
but
be that type of club where everybody's dressed up.
He can have more money than everybody in there.
Could be. I've been to a lot of spots where we all dressed down and then we see a couple of guys with suits on. I didn't pay any attention at the time, but I thinking back at it now, they had money.
So what they really want? B? Do they want it with the money? Do they want the guy
to
with
have
the money
and not dress for the suit too? So I guess they looking at the jewelry. You know, a lot of guys show the money, or appear to show the money. Big chain. Cause you look at Jay-Z. The richer he got, the less money he showed. The richer Jay-Z got, the less and less it looked like he had money.
One thing he ain't never changed was his confidence.
I look at all the rappers who really got money. The ones who really got money.
Kendrick Lamar's
don't look like they got money.
J. Cole,
Drake,
Bobby Stone,
Eminem,
Two Lies.
Even 50 Cent don't wear jewelry anymore.
50 Cent can't dress though.
Yeah, but like, he just don't even. I'm just saying, he just don't even really look like money anymore. Like the guys that really got all the bread, Puffy on them, they're not wearing money like they.
Not like they used to.
Not like they used to. That's what I said. The more money they made, the less and less they started wearing jewelry and stuff like that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with jewelry. I have no problem with it.
I love jewelry. I don't have none.
You don't see them wearing it as much. They'll pull it out once in a while.
They ain't even getting haircuts no more, man. Shout out to my barbers and stylists.
It's crazy how all of the guys,
look at Bruce.
The older they get, now they want to grow their hair out. I started cracking up. Nas growing his hair. Jay-Z, Puffy, all these old dudes now when they want to start growing their hair, they all had low cuts and waves.
Y'all ain't got no beards though. I see y'all.
They want to grow their hair. It's hilarious to me.
It's crazy.
I had a guy, somebody yesterday that I know, a good friend of mine, been chilling with this dude. He gonna ask me, yo, you cut your hair? I said, yo, bro, you gotta stop smoking, man. You might need to chill on the smoke.
Yo, big.
Yeah, I cut my hair last year, nigga. We been chilling. Like, we been chilling. This must be a bad day.
This the thing, though.
You gonna ask me that today?
You wore hats a lot, and you had it in the back. He wasn't looking at you from behind. That's a good friend. That's a friend that you know he wasn't looking. So you would usually have it with it. I'm just trying to say.
I looked at him, I said, huh? He said, you cut your shit? I said, man, you gotta be kidding me. I said, yo, you need to slow down, bro.
Yo, B, how long you letting that grow? Because I see like you got the little shag Negro League picture coming. You know what I mean?
Man, like, yeah, I got my Pedro. Yeah, nah, it's been growing. Got a fro. Yo. I got a fro on the head. My Pedro guns, what do you call it? Martinez.
Pedro Martinez.
My
yo,
Pedro Martinez.
Shout out to my Dominicans out there, you know.
My Pedro Martinez.
Yo, B, you know.
Curls.
I don't. You got the curls, B. I'm not jealous. I'm proud of you.
A little bit.
Because I'm proud that you still sustain.
Curls, you know, this is a step over naps.
But you still got it though, B.
It's all good. Happy to be nappy.
I used to like saying that naughty. Happy to be nappy.
Sure.
I can't do it no more, B.
I just like when white people touch my hair.
You say you don't?
That's your real hair. Please don't touch.
Damn, I don't have those options, B, of being mad.
Anybody grab your beard yet?
Yo, it's funny. Someone asked me that the other day, and I'm like, when you get close to the face, that's really a gnat situation.
I would be pissed if somebody did that shit.
Like, smell it, ladies, if you want to.
I didn't like my hair being put. Like, sometimes people would touch my hair, I wouldn't even know they was touching it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to, because you know, your hair is long, you know, sometimes you can't feel it. And sometimes I would turn around, somebody would have a lock in their hand. And I'd be like, oh my God.
I don't know the feeling,
but yeah, I didn't like that.
The power of the head.
man,
because they were yanked, and you be like,
I would have people ask me, this is real? I'm like, yo, it's really not that long for you not to think it could be real, but I get it, I guess.
But if you touch their butt, it's a problem.
Man, listen.
Hair is men's butts.
No, men could be violated. You can't tell. It's like we helpless. They will laugh at you. You talk about
The game ain't fair.
sexual harassment.
The game ain't fair.
I can see now HR. If I go to HR talking about I'm being sexual harassed, they'll probably be in the office. And when I show them I walk out, they'll probably start laughing.
Yo, big. Yo, when you say, I ain't gonna lie. One time, remember how you say, yo, when you get what you want? I remember one time I was like, yo, am I not cute? I mean, I know I ain't the best ironer at the job, but can somebody harass me? It was a few things I wanted to harass me. It wasn't happening. And then when I got the harassment, I ain't know what to do with. She was crazy. I don't know what.
Who you gonna report that to?
Yo, the person who was harassing me, I ain't gonna say harassing me, who showed interest. She had too much power. She was like HR, the principal. She was everything wrapped in one.
It's just crazy because whether you like it or not, it just don't have the same effect on people when you say a woman harassing you. People really, I'm sorry, people say what they want to say.
It's different.
It's not the same.
It's different.
It's not the same.
Especially when they control your money. I'm like, yo, I know how I do. I used to have a little bit of Stevie in me back in the day, man. Back in the day, I went through, counseling, got the Well D album, you know what I'm saying, by Syph, man. I'm a changed man.
You know what it is? I think most people don't think that a man would look at that as harassment. They would look at it as, a welcome thing. I think most women would think a man would welcome advances. I think you're right. And when you think ahead, when you playing chess, and some people is new. Like Biggie, when Biggie was on Fulton and St. James, he was not really getting everybody. He wasn't really pulling them like that. Maybe not. I don't know. But when you was getting them a little bit easier, you're not thirsty. And you know the game. Right.
When you know the game, look, you are the prey, and they hunting for you. But, yo, this I ain't had a Nextel. I ain't had a hookup. You gotta pay these bills, and they could play dirty. Some women can play dirty, and I don't know. I was a sucker B. You sometimes you just don't know how to play that game. Sometimes you don't, but when you play, play to win. Like my brother Bron, play to win.
Bron the man right now, about to break that record in a few months.
He about to get Kareem?
Yo, yeah, he'll get him. He might get him maybe a little after Christmas.
Oh, you already got it calculated.
Based on if he don't get hurt or nothing, on his average, he got an average of like 20 something a game. He'll break that joint mid-season.
But watching the joint, speaking the tracks, we talk about Magic all the time. Magic was getting
winning time.
19. Yeah. 19 years old.
Magic got his own documentary out now, right?
I heard he does.
It's on what station is it on? It's on
I think it's like, I don't know. It's too many new ones.
Yeah, it's on some Voodoo. Is it Voodoo?
I don't know. It's too many new ones. They had the one episode.
Is it on Disney or something like that? I don't know.
They had a one episode where it was like, yo, this Cookie. And we talked about Cookie, how hard and how long Cookie stayed down.
She been on a few episodes.
And her homegirl is the one he smashed and I guess got pregnant. Then look, yo, it gets, the bigger you are, the higher your stage, they coming for you.
It showed how as soon as he got big, he hooked up with a pimp.
I saw that one.
He got cool with a pimp and basically supplied him with all the chicks he wanted. That's how that went. He got addicted to that.
I'm gonna tell you, women probably was at one point the biggest drug.
One point,
probably still. Thank you, B. You know what I'm saying? I was acting like I was recovered. You know what I'm saying? I went to AA. I'm not fully recovered. I'm not. I'm not. But
Jokers literally wake up and,
What?
and do most of the things in life one way or another directly because of a woman.
because of a woman.
One way or another, everything you do is directly, for the most part, connected to a woman. Whether you want to like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
Debate me on it, then either.
You gonna be the next Kevin Samuels. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Debate me on that, mate, because maybe you're.
It's the truth, fellas.
I mean, I'm just talking about heterosexual men.
Yes.
So I mean, if you a gay man, then maybe that does not apply. But
We do it for the women.
yes.
But when you do it for the women too much,
I mean, like I said, even if it's just we go out to work because we need to take care of our family, we still doing it because of a woman. And because we got responsibility, but it's still connected. It's all the same.
this is why these guys right here. Let's get back to my man Syfe, man, right here.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go in the studio, take that time,
Yep.
write those lyrics,
Put his heart in it.
put his heart into it.
Yeah.
He has to block out everybody in the world
Mm-hmm.
to focus on that. When you got Big, Big. First of all, Stevie J, yeah, we talk about him, but he's a genius musician. Big, one of the illest. When you got True Lies.
I think it's crazy how people didn't know nothing about really Stevie J until
They didn't know.
to the reality show.
They didn't know. And I'm like, it's the reason why
Right.
he's there. He is not there because he's a player. He is there because his special gift and the
Right.
hard work he had to lock in and own
Right.
is what made him extraordinary. That's the attractiveness that all these women want to come at.
Like you said, it's crazy. Sometimes you see somebody in a situation, and you be like, "Why are they there?" And you don't really know why. You don't know what with the work they put in. Like you said, Stevie J. People just looked at him. Oh, he just a reality guy
That's it.
out here clowning. I looked at the guy from what's that? American Idol, right?
Which one?
Jackson,
Uh-huh.
right? Yeah, Steve. Yeah, Kyle. Samuel Cowell was his name.
One of them dudes, the
Yeah,
little
Kyle-
British dude.
So everybody knew he was the producer of the show.
Mhm.
And then you had Paul Abdul,
Yup.
famous person. Then you got this guy.
Did Magic hit Paula?
Magic. Oh man, please. I'm sure of it. Maybe even the owner did. But
Ooh, jelly
he probably might have had the first crack at it.
Ooh.
But-
All this.
yeah, I mean, I look at everybody was like, "Who's this guy?" Who? You looked at his background, all the people he played guitar for. He was the real talent on the show.
He earned his rights.
He was the real talent on American Idol. His opinion probably should have held the most weight out of everybody. But people looked at him like he was a clown. And I say, y'all don't, because y'all don't know who he is.
He ain't had no video. He wasn't all in the videos dancing. I'm listening. I'm watching this interview with Tretch on one of these joints. I gotta shout out the whole thing. And he asked him about being an overnight success. And he was like, for 2 years, I'm on the road doing talent shows, doing this, that, and the third. He's like, we recorded OPP before he shot Juice. Recorded Uptown Anthem before it even, you know what I mean? All his joints is like a year prior to.
Okay.
He's like, so I'm on the road and we're touring, doing shows, but no one's seen the video yet.
Right.
He said, I go from 1 week, they don't know me anymore, I'm copping some sneakers with our per diem, to the next week, they got to escort us out.
The video.
But somebody thought it was an overnight success.
Right.
He was like, we've been putting in work for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
For a real long time. And so,
Yeah,
you know,
because
it's not
their
too many of
whole
them.
first album. Nobody knew that album. People got the album after the first one. After the second album came out, people went back and got the first one.
They slept on that when they got the single.
Right. They said, we go back and see where they started from. Because that's what before their name was not Marty by Nature. I think it was called Wild
with
Style.
new flavor. Something like
flavor?
new style.
Something like that, right?
New style.
And people went back to listen to it. Tretch didn't sound nothing like him.
It's different.
He changed his whole rap style. They changed their image, everything.
Tretch used to have a fade.
Yeah, they changed their whole image.
Then went to the braids.
They were in that era of the club dressing with the suits and the what you call it, the shirts.
Did you ever? So hold it, B. Are you about to tell me how you battled Tretch at Sensation?
He used to probably go older than me. We might have been there. I definitely was in Sensations battling. This is when who was in there? I think it was Might have been Lil Kim. Somebody was in there. They were looking for dancers. I was too young to be in there. My sister snuck me in there with her friends.
Yo,
I was like 15.
B, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say who. Yeah, everybody watching. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Next week we are gonna have a world premiere of one of the dopest women queens on the planet Earth. A battle she was in.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say who. I'm just gonna say, I just hope she got a niece or like, you know what I'm saying, daughter that could be a future. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, yo, when I mean classic,
that's what's up.
Word on the street. This word on the street. She battled Moni Love and Queen Latifah.
Oh.
Classic. From the BKS1 family.
I know you're talking about.
B, we not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there, B. We're not gonna go there. You know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
They be wondering why we be around the dopest.
You got no videos?
No, we're gonna have the video next week.
Okay.
We're gonna debut that. They're gonna know why I get excited when hey yo, in the other room. They're gonna know why. Y'all wanna know who Soup is. I know y'all do. They wanna know. Soup, you wanna let them know who you are? She said I'm Soups. That's what she said. And we are Beards N Baldheads. Yo, I was worried. I had a hard weekend, B, but people don't care about when it's hard, right? Who cares? I had a great weekend too.
Yeah, it's good.
Chilling with the family.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to think.
Not always a perfect, but
everything ain't perfect.
Nah.
Everything ain't perfect. I was thinking about, everybody got to go through. They say, well, the closer you get to God, the closer you live in your purposes, things start getting better. The devil start bang, start coming in there, right? I say, yo, Beyonce got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Bobby Stone, Tiante got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? And with B, she got the Beehive. That stand tall for her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That you can't talk bad about her.
Okay.
You can't. So when I'm closing out, I want everybody on check. I need y'all to I'm having auditions because I don't want to fight my battles alone, and I don't want to have my brothers fighting my battles. You know what I'm saying? You know it's Fat Lace, the host of this. I need my crew. It's gonna be called the Lace Fronts. The lace fronts, and they gonna be in front of me, holding me down. So all the haters,
that's what's up.
They gotta go through the lace fronts. You think that's gonna work? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good concept.
If y'all want to be down with the lace fronts, I need all y'all to email me at fatlace30 gmail PHAT 30 at gmail number 30 at gmail.com. Or y'all can hit the Fat Lace DM. I need some lace fronts. I need a thing. You know, I'm a model now.
Yep.
I need people to protect me. I need y'all. We got images.
Come to defense.
Come to the defense. You know what I'm saying? Hit them with that. So, all my ladies, if y'all want to be, I'm saying my ladies. Why I act like I got ladies?
A member of the Good Guy Association.
I am a good guy. The good guy.
Yeah, play the good guy.
So I need a lace fronts to be, helping me out. Protection.
We're gonna have a cookout this summer.
You know how we get busy.
Good guys.
The good guys?
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah, you have a cookout this summer.
I'm with that.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
Come on.
Ooh, you gonna be on the grill?
Nah. We're gonna have somebody.
Hold on. Are the good guys gonna win this time?
Well, I mean, we at this stage in our life, we felt like we already done won. So we are where we gonna be.
Confidence.
We like this, and if not, then it's their loss. That's where we at.
They asked them, "Are you gonna be happily
married?" Might be your last chance to get a good guy, ladies, and some of my friends.
They gonna be there. They gonna be there.
My boys.
They gonna be there.
Last chance. You might have missed out back in the day because you didn't want one, but
he might fix you a plate.
Might be one still lingering around. Who knows? They getting snatched up quick out here.
They do.
Yeah, cause women getting tired of going up to the jail, visiting and shit. They getting tired of that.
J-Pay?
Nah, they getting tired of running down, chasing down. Yeah, they want the good guy now. So.
And the good guy can turn into this guy right here. Is it a thin line? It's a thin line. I'm trying to let you know.
Most of the good guy right on the edge of that.
Ooh.
Already.
Yo, y'all don't need edges. All my lace front women, y'all don't need edges. Y'all gonna have some free lace fronts. Don't even worry about the edges. But they are on the edge.
Yeah,
They are on the
but
edge.
either way,
They was mad.
I just need a good woman to keep him on a good track.
He was a good guy. He was a good guy until he started speaking his mind. He needed a beat. If he had a beat, it would have been no problem.
Yeah, you know it's crazy because he could say crazy stuff, and like you said, I've heard words coming out of rappers' mouth.
Yo, the Chronic
Right.
alone. It just
Bruh.
ain't. It's but holding.
Bruh, how many club songs? I beat that with a bang. How many?
What?
Yeah, it's some hoes in this house,
Ooh.
and they love it.
Stolen cars,
Oh,
working
yeah.
the wall, mirrors and
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, shake that ass. Yeah,
Ooh, make that
Yeah.
wet. Woo.
yeah, yeah. Free codes, right?
When Lil Kim dropped that, I don't
Got
want
your
it
knees-
tonight.
Make your knees touch your elbow.
Ooh.
Free codes. Yeah, they love that. So I mean, don't tell me y'all don't like.
Don't tell me that y'all don't
Somebody-
like when we say that.
Tell you to be raunchy.
Ooh, you get a point for raunch.
Yeah, it's the down south one. Raunchy.
They're happy in the South.
Well, man,
They are happier in the South.
Man, South got some words, make you really nasty. Yeah.
Shout out to all the grits,
Manish.
girls raised in the South.
Grits, girls raised in the South.
Shout out to all my women who embrace themselves, all their sexuality. Man, be confident. Do that.
But you ain't gotta be nasty. I mean, like you ain't gotta just show
Oh,
your
come
ass
on.
like Lizzo.
You don't. Well, Lizzo ain't fly, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I feel you,
ain't gotta
though.
just be
You
showing
don't.
your ass at the basketball game. You can show you. It's a time and a place.
Time and a place.
Not
and
at
be-
the basketball game with the kids.
At all. At all. Yo, oh, I'm mad I can't check the joint. I don't have my joint. But I want to say one more time. B, we got through it. I
Yeah.
had my injury.
Oh
I had my
man.
injury, my elbow, but I had to rub on the elbow patch because, you know,
Get some
got the
treatment
LW.
afterwards.
Got the LW on. That's what you do. When you got the Tiger, when you got the eye of the Tiger, you can't lose.
Dope.
Can't lose. You
Love
can't lose.
Love as well.
Exactly. Hold up, but is that a high value, man? When's love as well? Is love worth something?
Supposed to be.
How many of y'all really want to be in love? How many of y'all gonna fight for y'all love? How many of y'all gonna love being lace fronts?
But you got people. A lot of people saying, you know, they're not gonna settle. I don't really know what that means to an extent. I understand what it means, but I really don't know what it means. Everybody got their own definition of settling. But if your expectations are I think that's what it came down to. A lot of people, he was telling a lot of people their expectations were unrealistic, and you can't tell somebody that.
He was even talking about if you think you got, you know, the high value man, don't think he ain't gonna cheat.
Well, you can't tell somebody that they can't get somebody. You know,
You can get them. It comes with this. Sometimes batteries are not included with that toy you want.
yeah, like it's hard to tell somebody, well, that guy's not gonna like you. You're not good enough for that person. Nobody wants to hear that. I get all that. That's
gotta
so
work.
hard. That's something you don't want to hear. Somebody
work.
telling you you're not good enough for somebody.
Some of y'all not.
I don't even know if
So
you're not
everybody's
good enough.
not a
You
match.
might not just. There you go.
Everyone's not a
That's
match.
the word I'm about to say. You might not just match with that person. Some people you just see they go together. You know that word back you used to use back
Go
in the day?
together.
You can just see some people like, you know what? I see why. I know why they're together. You can just look at them. They go together.
They both got the same
You
Columbia suit.
look at them. They just look like they go together.
They look like they do.
Then you see some people and you just be like,
Huh? How that?
When you say maybe opposites attract, that's what you say.
Mm.
That's what you say to yourself. Maybe opposites attract, but they just don't go together. And a lot of times it don't last.
Some of y'all in something that y'all don't want to be in.
Just look at your parents. And I know for some of you might not have, your parents might not be together, but then look at them and say, damn, did my parents go together? My parents went together.
Some parents didn't.
I understood why my parents
or
been
your
together
parents
for
happy?
30-something years, because they went together. Like they look like they supposed to be together. They whole style and everything. They even dressed, their style matched. I look at other people's parents. I'm like, yeah, they go together. I look at Jay's parents. They go together. Like, you just look at them. They got the same swag. So it's just like you just look at it. You see it. Even though one might be quiet, one might be different.
It's a balance.
You still see it though. You see how it meshes. I see other friends of my family, like other people, they're like, okay, they go together. Then I see a couple, I'm like, ain't gonna make it.
B, what happens when you don't go together? Yo, I had people, I ain't gonna,
you force it sometimes.
Yo, I've had people, because we about to wrap it up. Super, I'm sorry. But I've had harassment. People think they know my truth.
Wow.
If they see pictures, if they see whatever.
Or they expect you, probably looking at Jay, expect you to be with a certain type of female.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't have a type.
I'm sure
my type is dope. I say this.
I'm sure they think you do.
They have no idea.
I'm sure they think you have a type. And then they looking at pictures.
Yo, you be thinking
of women that you dating, like, he got a type. They'll try to, even if you don't got a type, they'll try to give you a type.
And I'm, but I'm like, yo, all the credit that you give me, that you're hating with, in stalking this one and stalking that one, I just wish it was true. I just wish it was true. Like,
Hey, man.
We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the lace fronts out there. And shout out to all my barbers and stylists.
Hey.
B, you got anything you got to say to the people?
Right. Show love. Be good. Be safe.
Be safe. OLD. Safe, man. We here. Check y'all next week. Beards and Baldheads.